Nestlé is a Swiss company easily recognizable because of its logo. They are famous for their products with which we all most likely grew up with, such as Nespresso, Nescafé, KitKat, Smarties, Nesquik, and so on. The company was founded in 1866 under Henry Nestlé and is currently managed by CEO Ulf Schneider. The reason we chose Nestlé as a company is because of its size and its controversies throughout the past years. We thought it might be interesting to use Shine's framework to get a deeper understanding of such a big company. Nestlé has 413 factories which operate in 189 countries around the world. The examples we give will introduce the company from different geographical, cultural perspectives and will give a broad understanding on where the company stands.
Just as a quick reminder, level 1 is about the physical artifacts. They are described as something that can be seen and heard, such as the physical environment, language, technology, clothing, as well as myths and stories about the organization. I shall now dissect level 1 in mainly 3 different sections, such as logo, physical environment, and dress code. Nestlé has an iconic logo which is universally recognizable. Their logo depicts 2 birds in a nest fed by their mother. A logo that gives us a clue of Nestlé's important production of baby formula. It symbolizes a sense of nurturing, familiarity, and comfort. Their mission statement, Good Food, Good Life, represents their commitment in providing nutrition and health through their products. There are benefits that come with working for Nestlé, such as free car washes and fitness centers. The company also provides dining halls and Nestlé stores. Employees in the US offices have stated it to be a fun and great workplace with a great work-life balance. Regarding the corporate dress code, according to anonymous comments found on Glassdoor.com and Indie.com, the typical dress code is limited to office attire and formal dress code. As stated on the Nestlé career tips, they recommend to be well presented and are very strict on this.
Next level on Edgar Sheen's model is about values, the values and norms of the company. Level 2 discusses what the company believes in and why they behave the way they do, their beliefs and justifications. In terms of Nestlé, they show that through their purpose statement, which states that they want to enhance the quality of life and inspire people to lead healthier lives. They add that they want to contribute to society. This thought process shows again in their approach statement, which states that they want to create shared value for both their shareholders and the society, and shows again in their ambition statements, which are zero environmental impact for operations in 2030, help 50 million children live healthier lives, and help to improve 30 million lives in communities directly connected to business activities. The working culture at Nestlé is about diversity and inclusion. Nestlé has schemes that encourages women in power, motivate the younger generation, and support for the LGBTQ+ community. Discrimination is not tolerated at Nestlé. A multinational company that Nestlé is, they have to be inclusive and tailored to many nationalities and culture they deal with. Hofstadter did a study on this matter and discovered that the values of the workplace are affected by the national culture. He defines culture as the collective programming of the mind that distinguishes the members of one group or category of people from others. He discovered 6 indexes that make each culture unique depending on how high or low they score on each index. They have respect for the diversity of the company and its future and the future of the employees. Nestlé holds a culture of challenges where everyone is expected to rise up to the standard of integrity, honesty, and fair dealership that the company follows. Nestlé advocates for growth and development for all its stakeholders and encourages it. It supports its employees' growth by continuous development, on-the-job training, mentoring programs, and access to training and development catalog.
Level 3 explores the basic assumptions and values that run deep within an organisation. However, Shine highlighted that these assumptions are rarely discussed openly. They exist at an unconscious level, making it very difficult to identify them. Therefore, we must often rely on whistleblowers, exposés, and company reviews to understand the hidden culture of an organisation. Dr. Yasmin Motahemi was a corporate food safety manager at Nestlé, but became a whistleblower to highlight poor management techniques and product safety breaches that she witnessed as an employee. In her letter to the CEO, Motohemi refers to an environment of psychological harassment, humiliation, isolation, and other measures aimed at disempowering her in performing her job. Although Motohemi omits specific examples of this behaviour, she highlights clear inaccuracies between the mission statement and espoused beliefs of Level 2 and the basic assumptions and common practices under Level 3. In recent years, websites such as Glassdoor have often broken down the barriers to understanding Level 3's basic assumptions. For example, Nestlé's employees have rated it as 3.9 out of 5, so above the average. However, if we look at 3 of their 5,000 reviews, they paint a slightly different picture. Being critical, we don't have any information on the background or circumstances surrounding these reviews. Therefore, we can question their validity. Interestingly, however, these are just 3 of the many reviews about Nestlé that highlight issues with training and management styles, and they confirm the disparity between levels 2 and 3.
Furthermore, a study conducted on the HR functions and employee job satisfaction of Nestlé Bangladesh Limited that surveyed its employees discovered that although the employees felt generally satisfied with the initial training that they were given, it is the continuation of it that lacks. Nestlé's website states that will encourage your growth through continuous development. However, this study depicts otherwise. The entire performance evaluation as well as progress and development guide are not clear to most of the employees. However, this is only one example of one of Nestlé's 100+ total offices. As a multinational corporation, it is important to consider that not one example of the lack of values determines Nestlé's global success. Although, if Nestlé aims to continue thriving, then it must delve into each of its separate divisions in order to tackle this global culture and be successful on a worldwide level. Across some of its offices, the company is involved with community initiatives that allow their employees to grow outside of the office. In 2016, in Australia, Nestlé was named the top food and beverage employer out of a pool of 150 private and public companies selected from the country's biggest satisfaction survey. This kind of experience outside of the corporate environment can be attributed to what Nestlé has stated on their website about growth. Specifically, excelling here means sharing our passion for enhancing lives. Our emphasis on growth and our scope will make this a unique career environment. There is a conscious understanding, as Shine describes, in that the employees' active participation of philanthropy is a vital aspect of Nestlé's existence. It can be seen that Nestlé does remain true to some of its espoused values that are described in Level 2. However, this is restricted to some of its national offices, where Nestlé's advocacy for growth for its employees cannot be entirely measured by examples all across the world.
Through a cultural audit of Nestlé and having analyzed all 3 levels of Shine's model, we conclude there are some discrepancies between Nestlé's espoused values and basic assumptions. In terms of Level 1, Nestlé is a classic example of a fast-moving consumer goods company with predictable traits. Even though Nestlé seems to have a clear direction of their beliefs, which are proudly advertised on their website, when looking at real-life examples, Level 2 and Level 3 seem to contradict. Finally, we agree that Nestlé's founding principles, which in terms of Shine's framework would be Level 2, do not align with various employee experiences around the world, which is Level 3.